Liberty and equality are two virtues that were not often found during the centuries of antiquity. However, there was one city-state, that of Athens, which demonstrated a unique capacity to protect the rights of its civilians. The basis of their capacity to maintain their civilians' sanctity was their evolution into a democratic system. This presentation is supposed to posit the basis for their ability to surpass other nations in this political evolution. In order for us to understand Athens' ascension into democracy, we have to understand human nature. Cooperation is a tool that was essential to the proliferation of human societies. It is essentially a behavior in which two people or a large group of people act together towards a common goal. Doing this is generally beneficial for the individual and a society because it allows for the completion of tasks that normally wouldn't be possible by the individual. This is exemplified in hunter-gatherer societies when large groups of hunters go out to tackle large game such as boar. However, cooperation can face its limits under such circumstances as a prisoner's dilemma, in which there's the potential for individuals to garner more benefit from behaving selfishly and defecting from the common goal. Robert Axelrod posits that in order to prevent such defection, certain parameters have to be introduced to make sure that cooperation is the most beneficial behavior for the individuals. There were a variety of Athenian institutions which helped support and proliferate the cooperation of the people in the ascension of democracy. For one, Athenian tragedies helped spread the ideas of democracy to the masses. Plays such as Antigone and Oedipus Rex by Sophocles demonstrated that tyrannical and despotic regimes hurt the people and ultimately ended in tragedy, such as the death or massacre of lots of people. Another institution was education. Places like the Library of Alexandria and libraries throughout the city of Athens helped spread knowledge about the nature of political regimes and their effects on the people. Lastly, ostracism, which was a political tool meant to exile political dissenters for 10 years. In the year 487 BC, Hipparchus attempted to overthrow the government via coup, but the demos voted and had him exiled, and this prevented him from doing anything against the democracy. Additionally, it's important to note that that ostracism is a symbolic tool too, in that it demonstrates the power of the demos, of the people, over the aristocratic few. With these institutions firmly established in Athenian society, democracy was allowed to progress. A series of governmental reforms perpetrated by the likes of Solon and Cleisthenes during the 600s and 500s BC allowed for the creation of a variety of assemblies which were run not by the aristocratic elite, but rather by the democratic majority. These changes are a demonstration of the true rooting of democracy in Athenian society. With Solon having laid the groundwork for democracy in Athens, Cleisthenes was the one to solidify its place in the political regime. What he did was he established the 10 tribes, which were a group of assemblies that managed the political happenings within the capital, and also he established the ethic of isonomia, which is equality through law. Essentially, he implemented all of Solon's ideas in his constitution into actual practice throughout the government. Ultimately, the creation of democracy in Athens is a demonstration of the power of cooperation and the way that these people were able to utilize it to create a strong and successful government which protected the rights of its people. This sort of political regime would have been impossible without the maintenance of institutions that corralled the people and ensured that they were working towards a common and singular good. This ideal has permeated the political regimes of the globe and ultimately has laid the groundwork for the most astute and complex political system in modern history.